In a shocking twist that rocked the hip-hop world, 50 Cent broke down in tears after orchestrating the release of Lil Meech from jail, a man he had once personally had locked up for harassment, only for Lil Meech to be brutally jumped and nearly killed just moments after regaining his freedom. This is the kind of story that feels like it was ripped straight from a movie script. Betrayal, redemption, violence, and emotional breakdowns. But make no mistake, this isn't fiction. This is a raw, real-life drama playing out in the shadows of fame, money, and power. At the center of it all, Curtis 50 Cent Jackson, the rap mogul turned TV powerhouse, and Demetrius Lil Meech Flenory Jr., the rising star and real-life son of the infamous Black Mafia Family founder, Demetrius Big Meech Flenory. Let's unravel how this heart-wrenching, jaw-dropping event unfolded. For months, whispers had been swirling that things weren't quite right between 50 Cent and Lil Meech, despite their close professional relationship. 50 had mentored Meech, cast him as the lead in his hit Star series BMF, and had positioned him to be the face of a new generation of gritty street storytelling. But behind the scenes, something darker was brewing. Sources close to the situation revealed that 50 had grown increasingly frustrated with Lil Meech's behavior. Erratic, entitled, and worst of all, harassing several people tied to the production. The harassment claims weren't public at first, but insiders say 50 Cent took them very seriously, especially after a female crew member came forward with disturbing allegations. Now, for someone like 50 Cent, who has spent his career cultivating a zero-tolerance persona, the decision to cut ties wasn't easy. But what came next shocked even his closest associates. In a move no one saw coming, 50 reportedly contacted law enforcement and cooperated in an investigation that ultimately led to Lil Meech being locked up on harassment charges. You heard that right. 50 Cent, the same man who mentored and protected Meech, allegedly played a pivotal role in having him arrested. When the news broke, fans were stunned. Social media exploded with confusion, betrayal, and memes of 50 Cent snitching on his own protege. But for 50, it was deeper than internet jokes. He believed he was doing the right thing, setting a boundary, teaching a lesson, and protecting people who had been harmed. He thought he was standing on principle. But even the most stone-hearted hustler can have a change of heart. According to a close confidant, 50 began to regret his decision almost immediately after Meech was behind bars. He couldn't sleep. He was haunted by the image of a young man he once saw as a son now locked in a cage 50 himself had helped build. He started reaching out to lawyers, making calls and pulling strings. Behind the scenes, a quiet operation began to get Lil Meech out. And then, after weeks of negotiation, legal wrangling, and emotional turmoil, it happened. 50 Cent personally signed off on the move to have all charges dropped and arranged for Meech's release. He even cleared his schedule to be there on the day Meech walked free, reportedly telling friends, "I just want to make things right." But just when it seemed like the drama was over, the nightmare was only beginning. Sources on the ground at the jail reported that within minutes of stepping outside, Lil Meech was ambushed. A group of unidentified men, reportedly 4 to 6, surrounded him near the parking lot and launched a savage attack. Witnesses described the scene as chaotic and violent. Meech was punched, kicked, and thrown to the ground. The attackers shouted threats, saying things like, "You think you can disrespect people and just walk away? And, you got a target on your back now." The ambush wasn't just a beatdown, it was a message. Someone wanted Lil Meech to suffer. Someone wanted him to know that freedom didn't mean safety. And most chilling of all, someone wanted him dead. Meech, bloodied and bruised, managed to fight his way out and flee to a nearby car. An associate driving the vehicle whisked him away from the scene, and he was taken to an undisclosed location. Miraculously, he survived with no life-threatening injuries. But emotionally and psychologically, the scars may run far deeper. Word of the attack spread fast, and when it reached 50 Cent, witnesses say the rapper collapsed in tears. Let that sink in. 50 Cent, the same man who survived 9 bullets, went to war with Ja Rule, The Game, Rick Ross, and the entire industry, was brought to his knees by what happened to Lil Meech. One insider described it as the most vulnerable I've ever seen him. He was crying real tears. He kept saying, "I didn't mean for this. I didn't want this to happen." So how did it all go so wrong? Some say it was karma. Some say it was street politics. Lil Meech had made enemies during his rise, and jail only made things worse. Others believe it was a setup, orchestrated by people who